From a personal standpoint, maybe I'll try and answer this from a young thinker's perspective. I think experimentation puts from a young thinker's perspective, when I think about experimentation, I think about it as how can I approach things differently, and how can I approach things with an open mindset to learn as quickly as possible. And I think that inside of experimentations, and Jens, you touched on it and went back to the topic for today is around the smallest experiments that you take. And I think sometimes when young thinkers come into situations is we think that in order to run experiments, we need to think big and they need to be on a large scale. But if you take the example from a young thinker and you say, I'm interacting with an executive today, how can I maybe include some questions which would test or experiment my learnings and my assumptions that I'm engaging with them in? And how can I then use that feedback to enhance my decision making or to grow as an individual? Another example might be in terms of a personal situation that I've found myself in is where I've been given a specific task. And this specific task was around building out a data strategy for a business that I was working at with the time. And I didn't have all the answers inside of that space, but I was given the freedom to experiment and to trust my own thinking, to go down certain avenues and then to bring back and feed back to the experienced thinker or to the management team that I was reporting into at the time. And what did that mean from an overall perspective, and how I used experimentation to inform some of the decisions that I was taking at the time.